We ran into him.
Yes. Yes, you did. So, all right, everyone. All right, all right. Yes, I closed it. I don't give a shit. Um. So yeah, we'll do a brief recap um of you guys valiantly fighting in the throne room, um, trying to wipe out the rest of the undead that remained there. It was quite a fight. Um, Ragnar bit the dust. Uh, the Actually in a valiant fight though. I mean, you took quite a few of them out and drew their attention a bit. Vinbin, you were shooting from the shadows, doing what you could. Bellator nearly died, being shot with arrows from the undead as he um, extended his wings, but came down to actually snipe out a few of the weaker ones to get rid of just some extra hits, and they focused their attention on killing the remainder. So they actually went up to the fourth floor with the Inquisitor, um, and they met a couple of unfamiliar faces to them. Um, but to you, you might recognize them if you remember them. It is two Tabaxi, Vinbin.
To Tabasco. I can't say fucking that word.
Tabaxi, yes.
I was like saying tobacco for some fucking reason.
So you faintly remember these two from the prison in Primwater when you guys were there. One a smaller, slender Tabaxi, and then another one which is a hulking kind of major, like big Tabaxi. They actually escaped with you in the party um, when Primwater was under attack, if you remember.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
hmm Um, but they did. They retrieved Elty from the throne, and she was barely alive. They got her in the bed. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have not been sharing my screen in Discord. There we go. We will. I'll go back. Where's it at? This Fantasy Grounds. Why is it? Let me take a look. That. Wait. Why is it not sharing the actual Fantasy Grounds? There it is, right there. Yes. Go live. There it is. Good stuff. All right. For some reason, it was sharing both of the OBS screens. That was weird. Um, but yes. Anyways, the they retrieved Elty, who was clinging to life, and brought her up here. The Tabaxi let them in, and they found out that it's actually Prince Yazid, who you know as Volo. He, he so he goes by the alias of Volo, and his hulking cousin goes by Rakisha, though his name is actually Musharraf. So you guys decided to all hunker down after speaking with the Inquisitor and the Prince for a brief moment. Um, but yeah, so this is that night. If I remember correctly, Ragnar, you were going to take a bath.
Yep.
So you were down here. This is before you guys actually pass out. We did meet Rolo as well. I almost forgot who busted in with the Inquisitor, which is Ragnar's brother from the White Tower that has been away for some time. And he exchanged weapons with uh, Ragnar, as he said he has a separate mission that dealt particularly with dragons. Um, cool. What are you guys doing? Ragnar, you're taking a bath?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bath and just real quick rinse the blood off, and
Okay.
because I know the smell is still there.
Okay, so
Um,
Onion kind of jumps in with you and starts splashing around.
yeah, I'm gonna make sure to give her a good rinse down because I'm sure she's bloodied from battle as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just some quality time with my pet, and then after I'd like to take my long rest and attune to the hammer, if I may.
Sure. Yes, sir. All right.
Feed Onion as well.
Okay, cool. Where are you crashing at? Where do you want to end this area?
I don't think Ragnar would want to take a bed because he wants to leave them for others. I think I'm going to find a corner,
Okay.
maybe
Probably over by
against a statue or
yeah.
yeah,
Probably
and
over by your brother.
and Onion will be there, and I guess I'll lay on her and snuggle up and stuff, and she'll be
Rolo will come over here and sit by you.
cool.
Also,
we'll reminisce and talk about the past.
Yeah. Also, here's the shitters. Right here.
Sweet. Thank you for that. That is
if anybody needs to take a shit.
Is paramount information.
I added that. I just had to say that because I added that into the architecture layout of the palace, the shitter. All right. Kawesa, what are you doing? Did I lose you guys?
No, we're still here.
Okay. Kawesa, have we heard her talk yet? I thought I heard her talk once or twice. Okay.
I don't.
All right, Bellator, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay down and take a nice long rest.
Awesome. Where are you laying down at?
Are those couches?
Yep, there's a couple of couches over here.
I'll go sleep on one of those couches.
Okay. Cool. Vinbin, what are you doing?
Sorry, press one. Oh, good. What'll I do? But I'm going to go to, what is it? The bottom right room.
Sure.
Go into like the top left corner of it and sit there and write in my journal for a bit. Draw some, say, adventures of the day, and then pass out there.
Okay. There is a table over here to the right if you wanted to, but yeah, you can crash that.
Now he's going there because he might wake up and accidentally throw a dagger, so he's there to not throw shit at people.
Right. All right.
Did we level up?
No, you did not level up.
Okay.
Not. I believe you leveled up last
ask.
round, right? Yeah, no, you're good.
No, I don't want my action surge at all. Not at all. It's not what I'm super excited for.
I'm pretty sure you guys leveled up last time though, so it was a brutal fight, but you didn't kill no bosses, that's for sure. Ragnar, for you, I mean, if we were going by a point-by system, I'm pretty sure that you probably would have been close to leveling up, bringing some bitches down, and probably, probably Keaton too. You know, probably Bellator. He's sniping out some dudes.
Damn right, killing shit.
Cool. So while we're waiting for Karawessa, I'm gonna shoot her a text. Vinbin. Let me see here. Let me shoot Miss Karawessa a text. All right, Vinbin. So you're chilling, right? You're having a good old time, relaxing and chilling. Let me get down to my notes. So you're sitting there chilling. You're writing in your book. And all of a sudden, an apparition kind of appears in front of you, very poised, very elegant in nature. Her hands are clasped with each other, held down just below her waist, and she's looking down at you. And you notice it's a tabaxi, and she's dressed quite elegantly. And she says, "Tell me, are you in league with the others that whisper with the dead?"
I don't fully know. I've just been able to talk to some of them, and I don't know why.
She continues to look at you, and she kind of paces for a second and then stops and almost like sits down like a few feet away from you and leans against the wall, though it seems to not make any sense to you as she is a ghost, but nonetheless, it does it. And she looks over at you and she says, "I fell ill. Over time, you see. The sage treated me while burning herbs that reeked of earth and mold. While bedridden, she covered me in filthy garments. Despite my protests, they seemed to ease my suffering, though, thinking back now, I believe it may have been the tea she was pouring down my throat. And one night she led me down to the depths, to the servants' quarters, and then through a secret passage. The torchlights seemed to taunt me. My fevered speech, I'm sure, was incoherent. She led me to a statue of horrid monster. After straining momentarily, the statue became clear. It was the Lord of Death, Orcus. The surprise must have been all over my face. I called for the guard, but as I did, a monster crept from behind the statue, a horrid masked beast that had pale long arms and long black claws. Books floated about him. Perhaps it was my fever, but he seemed to float surprisingly fast toward me. Before he hovered in front of me, he drew a stone from a pouch that seemed to glow. He forced me to swallow the stone. I struggled, but he then pulled a dagger from his belt and cut his chest. A black ooze barely glistened inside his wound. And then he plunged the dagger into my heart. It felt as though I had been hit by a tree, Everything went hazy. The creature was holding me like a baby. I felt my last breath release and my eyes open. And there the creature still remained. But things were different now. The world, a shadow of its former self. I felt his claws dig into me and torment. Until now. I thank you and your companions for releasing me. Whisper, would you allow this queen one more service?
Sure.
Would you tell my son Yazid I am proud of him, and he will make a great king? If he does not believe you, tell him to be as the Bahadari. Can you do this?
I can.
Thank you. And she seems to get up and look back at you one more time, nods, and then just walks right through the wall and disappears. Bellator.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and you dream a little dream. No, you fall fast asleep, as you normally do, being pure of heart. And you see thunder in the distance, rolling clouds. And suddenly upon you, in your vision, shoots a white tower, bubbling over like a full goblet, with black ichor. And suddenly, like the changing of frames of pictures, a green tower that begins to bleed from its creases, its cracks, and in between from the stones. And then you're whisked away to the mountains, plummeted down in front of a dark cave entrance with flurrying snow in front of it, though you cannot see what's in the cave as it deepens into a void of black. You awaken slightly, knowing that your goddess has spoken to you, though you are unsure exactly of what she means. And you flutter back to sleep.
Well, that's just dandy.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. Did I miss anything? I put Green Tower bleeds, and then mountains in front of a dark cave entrance with snow around it. I know that's just a summary, but it helps me remember. Did I miss something with that?
No. No,
Cool.
you
I just
did not.
cool. I just wanted to make sure because I was
No,
writing it
yeah,
down.
you're good. Let me see what Libby said here really quick. Okay. She says she's having computer troubles. Alright. So, before you drift off to sleep, Volu kind of comes over and he hunkers down with you, Ragnar, as you and your brother are going back and forth catching up. He hunkers down with you and he tells you, I'm sure you are tired, but I am glad that you two are catching up, if you don't mind me intruding.
Oh no, stories are better when there's more people around.
Indeed. I have a story, actually. You see my cousin over there, the big, frown-faced tabaxi that looms over Elty.
Rakasha.
Yes, Rakisha. He is Lord Mashirif, but I like Rakisha, and so does he. You know, the armor he wears, you see it.
What does it look like? I'm
So-
asking. Is it asking you the
No, yeah, I was gonna see if you, yeah. So you see it, and it looks like an ordinary kind of like breastplate almost. But with closer inspection, as you keep looking at it, you notice that every now and again, without him moving, there seems to be a shimmer of light that quickly pulses around it. I mean, just faintly, almost as if he were to like barely shift his weight and you'd see like a torchlight flicker off of it.
It's magical in nature, isn't it?
Yes.
Can I make that assumption from
Yeah,
what I see?
absolutely. Yes, indeed it is. But how he obtained such armor, now there is a story. You see, we make it a priority, my cousin and I, to go adventuring. We like to, say, hunt different monsters for academic purposes, and some of these monsters include dark wizards. Well, Rakisha decided he was going to threaten the dark wizard and talk to him first and tell him if he did not come with us that he would eat him. And of course, Misheriff, he jokes sometimes to bandits and others that might be afraid, since he is such a large tabaxi, that he will eat them. We do not do this, of course, but some folks do not know. Well, the wizard decided to turn Rakisha into a tiny little puppy. And ever since then, he has worn his mage armor to resist all magic. If you talk to him today and mention this to him, he will still shiver. It was quite amusing.
I ain't gonna do that. But how does he achieve a constant mage armor effect?
Oh, we had the smith make it, and some of our magistrate and mages imbue it. It took quite some time, but he insisted that he have it, or he insisted we never go out again.
Well, I don't. That is very appealing to me. If I do not wear armor.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you can have the armor. I am simply telling a story.
Oh no, I'm just saying, how would I go about getting that effect on me without having armor?
Yeah, I believe you can find a smith that can construct the armor, and perhaps an enchanter to enchant it. I believe you can find such things in Primwater if they are not too badly hurt.
Well, I'm hoping to find something that'll do that without me having to wear armor.
Ah, so you're talking about jewelry then, perhaps?
Yeah, perhaps.
Yes. Yes, I am sure they can do the same thing, though the effect may not be as much. Certain items can only hold so much magic. It depends.
Understood.
I am not versed in these ways. I know very little, but I have used plenty of magical items, and these things seem to happen in such accordances with size. But who knows? Depends on the mage, perhaps.
We'll have to head to Primwater sometime in the future then.
Yes. Yes.
But I did not mean to interrupt your story. My
No, the
apologies.
story was done.
Oh, alrighty.
But
I ain't gonna do that. I feel like that'd be mean to bring up such a interesting past.
yes, it is quite funny. However, it did come in handy when not so much for mages, so on and so forth, but when the city was under attack. We were arrested in Primwater for suspected sales of illegal potions, which he claims uh, that we were doing dark deals in the back of alleys. And by he, I mean the Azores Guard. These claims, of course, are untrue. After our release, we escaped with a few fond folks. I recognize one of them here with you, the small one, the quiet one.
Vinbin.
Ah, yes, Vinbin. He was chased about in the prison for some time, but he was too nimble. It seems before the attack, he was not very fond of a wizard and a few others. However, that is neither here nor there. We went and retrieved our cart, and then waited in the White Tower for such companions, which never seemed to come. So we decided to head to the city here, my home, which was whispering about dark cultists and necromancers. The guard would find grave robbers and throw them in the dungeons, being accused of raising the dead rather than stealing from them. And one night, whilst at the Aboleth Enka Tavern, where Musharraf and I like to cloak up and drink from time to time, the city fell into chaos instantly. Running through the city, we were first fighting. We saw fighting here and there, and guards running, residents screaming. We were heading straight for the palace. Across the sands we ran, before we saw some residents in need. So we did what anyone would do, or anyone I hoped would do. And we drew our swords and engaged their attackers. Lifeless, white eyes, like grey yolks, sunk into the skull of an orc, his flesh already rended and hanging from his bones. However surprised we were, we did not hesitate. The dead orc responded quickly, though, deflecting Musharraf's first few strikes before falling. I threw my daggers at another just past him. It seemed to feel nothing, unwavered, by my daggers piercing through its body, which they did. I picked them up later. Went straight through him. I've encountered a foe such as this before, but only briefly, in the depths of a cavern in the northern mountains, and soon turned back after dispatching the monster, as I do not make it a point to trifle with the dead or their masters. Knowing this, I threw 2 more daggers at it, as it rushed Mosharif, this time at the creature's skull. It dropped lifelessly. So, if you wish to kill them quickly, detach their heads. Most often than not, it will render the body useless.
That's good to know for when we clear out the city.
Indeed. By the
Will you
time
be fighting with us then?
I may perhaps be fighting with you yet. Yes, I do believe we need
Or we
to.
could form different teams. I mean, we got a lot of people that can do a lot of killing and help this city. Because I assume that you and your cousin Rakashai will be endeavoring to free your city of this plight.
Most certainly. That is why I'm here talking to you now. In the morning, since the palace is mostly clear, we must discuss clearing the districts. This cannot be done in a single day, no? Nor in a single week, perhaps. But if we work together, and I think we should not separate, we should take district by district, if your companions are willing.
That's good battle strategy. I hope to learn better battle strategy as well. Since I feel like I'm very battle oriented.
Indeed.
Battle strategy will be something I should focus on in the future. So I appreciate that.
That is quite a lovely hammer.
It's my brother's hammer, but I have it on loan right now.
Indeed.
It is
Volo is a good friend of mine. Though he is not a friend of Prince Yazid, but a friend of Volo. Right, can't be all fancy, I suppose, all the time, can we?
Well, I don't fancy myself a fancy person.
I know you don't.
I just I kill and cook, and not necessarily in that order.
And your brother tells me that you cook a very good meal, though if you do not feel so inclined, I will not ask it of you. But I am intrigued.
If I have the supplies, I make a very good big. I make a lot of food. I am used to feeding the whole. I fed the White Tower when the
So I heard.
White Tower.
And they did a
was,
good job of it too. There's plenty to go around and our bellies stayed full. Yes, yes, very good. Perhaps not that I am one to steal, but hard times are hard times. Whilst in the city, let us see if we can find supplies, food, and other people.
Oh yes.
Yes, I am
I agree.
sure there are survivors. But if
And we must help them. But if we can find some empty houses that have some provisions, hopefully there will be much to share with all whom we find.
Yes, let us not waste what the dead cannot eat. But yes, the hammer, perhaps I will show you a trick or two that you can do with the hammer with a bit of practice, perhaps.
I'm quite excited. I'm very much looking forward to trying that.
Yes.
Does it have a name, brother?
What is that? Oh, you're talking to your brother. Yeah, he's talking to me. You're not his brother, although you could be his brother. No, it doesn't have a name. I never gave it a name. I just call it Swing Hammer. I like it. You can name it if you like. Go on. What would you name it then?
I may have to think on that.
What about Thumper? Oh, I like Thumper.
Thumper? I don't know. I'd have to think on it.
What about, oh, I don't know. What about Crushing Stone? No?
I don't know. I'd have to I'd have to do some thinking on it. See if anything comes in the moment. I'm more of a
Right.
naming in the moment
Well, you let me
thing.
know.
But swing hammer is nice. It does.
I like
It
thumping
does have a
too.
ring to it.
It does, doesn't it? Let me get me old swing hammer. They're like, what you doing, swinging a hammer? Like, no. Let me show you what swinging a hammer is. But, anyways. I think we could stop yakking now, right? Fucking tired. And he kind of like leans his head back and closes his eyes and itches his beard. Well, I suppose the conversation has died out. Perhaps we will talk early in the morning or whenever it is that you will get up. We must
Yeah.
have
It
our
is
rest.
unfortunate. I'm used to waking up before the sun. I do cook the meals, so I cook in the morning. So I'm usually up, whether I want to be or not.
Very good. Well, get your rest. I will get mine. And help yourself to anything that you could possibly find food-wise.
You said the castle is mostly clear. I guess I could venture to find
I do
the
believe.
larder.
I do believe it is. If you do go to look, I believe it would be somewhere in the servants' quarters. There is some kitchens down below.
I'll have to bring maybe my companion or my brother along, one of my companions,
Most
so as to not die.
most certainly, yes. Uh, and he kind of gets up, really kind of nimbly, and hops up. Well, I will see you in the morning. You have a good night, Sir Ragnar
Uh,
of the White Tower.
good night, Your Highness.
All right, Rollo, you bastard. I will see you in the morning. Yes, yes. Run up, Snum. And he kind of walks away. All right. Anybody wanting to do anything? Libby, are you with us?
I'm with you. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey!
All right. So he kind of walks away and down here. And Libby, is there anything you want to do before you guys fall asleep for the night?
No, I'm just assuming the basic, like, cleaned off all the grime and gore and all that,
Okay.
and just, I guess, meditate kind of close
Okay.
to LT.
Cool. So you come down here, kind of like take a bath and kind of wash up, or take like a bird bath or whatever it is, and then come back to LT.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Sweet. So, Kirwessa, as you meditate, you get glimmers and flashes of being at the manor and the White Tower and escaping um, some of the flashes of the spirit realm, the shadow realm that you guys were in, come to you, and you're relive kind of getting your fingers, your thumbs cut off by the shadow. Um, as you fall, and you uh, burn your thumbs to stop the bleeding. In a moment, you look over, and down the hallway, everybody else seems to have disappeared. And down the hallway, you see a rather large tiefling, kind of hunched over, looking at you sideways.
I approach.
Okay. So you begin to approach. And she stops and she turns towards you. And as you get closer, you realize she's like 9 feet hunched over. She kind of looks you up and down, waiting. Well, are you gonna speak then, girl?
Stop.
Hmm? Or
I keep
tabaxi got your
some
tongue?
distance. He's like, I've had a very long and trying day.
Oh, yeah, mama.
Who are you?
Mama, you gotta see that now. Where you going? What you doing? Do you be afraid then, girl? Hmm? And she kind of tilts and her head back and forth and then kind of starts pacing around you a little bit. Yeah, you don't be bigger than nothing now. I can't believe it. Look at ya. Mama, you know. Does he get into the spirits now in the way?
Mama Yaga, what
Hmm? Yes, that be my name, girl.
what are you doing here at the
Well, I be checking on
why
you.
are you here with us?
Yes, in your dreams now. When you see the demon in the boat with your friend LT. Hmm? Why didn't you just tell the demon got away
turn
from
back.
me now? Roddy, I cannot do this. Hmm? Yes. The demons be afraid of you, girl.
Was the demon here?
Yes. Yes, the
Is the
demon.
demon what
The
caused
demon
this?
was here, yes. Hmm. But you put down his servant, didn't you? Hmm? Put him down right. Do you know who you are, girl?
I been told recently I was
don't
at a
spit
past
it
life.
out then. My God. You know,
I used to be Alabaster.
did you though?
It's got like she's kind of
No, 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 no. How many souls you be harboring then, girl? Hmm? How many be in there? You are you. You are not alabaster. You are a piece of alabaster. Or rather a piece of him, yes. He is a piece of you. You have my cauldron. My mortal pestle, yes? It is a gift. Keep it.
Thank you, Mistress Yaga.
But you are wonky with
Who
it.
is
You do not know how to
the demon?
control it. You
How
need
can
to.
we find him?
The demon? The demon is deep in the depths of the abyss. You do not, dark man. You do not want to go down there. You fight him here. Your time will come. But they be afraid of you, girl, because you hold the power. Speaking of which, Immortal Pestle, you need to have a more faith in yourself, girl. Don't be sitting back thinking, oh, I can't control it. No. You doubt yourself. This is a gift from me to you. Use it wisely.
I bow to her. It's like how can I learn more about it, Mistress Yaga?
The first thing you do, Charles, is you know it about no one. Do you understand? She kind of cackles a little bit and then like puts her huge, long fucking finger underneath your chin and raises you up as you bow. Da. Raised by the monastery I see this year. But you are so much more. You are my granddaughter. Act like it. And you wake up. From your meditation, that is.
Well, shit. All right.
Starting to get a picture of where you came from a little bit more. It's amazing. All right, so is there anything that else you're doing besides when you actually rest?
No, I guess I'm just gonna glance over at LT, make sure like she seems to be resting, breathing all right, and all that, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Awesome. Yeah, you check on Elty. She seems to be resting well. You notice that she has some herbs and stuff on her wounds that seem to actually be doing very, very well. that are remaining, because the healing, while it pretty much took away the majority of her wounds and stabilized her, didn't actually like take away some of the scarring, some of the wounds from last time. But she seems to be doing well. Her breathing has paced to normal, and she seems to be her fever seems to have been broken. All right. So, why don't you guys roll me d20? And I too.
18.
18, perfect.
I got a 4.
7.
Okay.
18.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. So, who got the 18s? Vinbin and Ragnar?
Yes.
Awesome. So you wake up first, Ragnar and Vinbin. What are you guys doing?
I want to find the larder to make breakfast.
Okay, so you're gonna go travel throughout the castle? Or
Yes,
are you
and
just
I want
trying to look for it in here?
We're not in the servants' quarters, are we?
No, we're not.
No. Well, I'm gonna feed Onion and put her away.
Okay.
And Vinbin's the only other person awake. Do I notice him awake?
No. No, he's
Okay.
he's still down in there. Vinbin, are you doing
Well,
anything in particular? Are you coming out of there or no?
I'm going to try to find Bellathor to talk to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna wash up, I guess then,
Okay.
and then I guess when I see the next person wake up, or if I do see someone, get their attention and ask if they wanna.
You see Vinbin kind of come out and look around. Vinbin, you've seen Bellator on the couch sleeping.
Cool. I'm just going to wait until he wakes up.
Okay.
Hey, Vinbin.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to go look for the pantry, so I can make us all breakfast. But we think the castle's mostly cleared out. So you want to come with me? So just in case there's stuff needs killing.
I can. The person I need to talk to is still asleep, so I have time to spare.
Sure. Cool. I think we should invite other people, but I mean, I don't think we can handle stuff. I'm pretty confident that we can handle whatever comes at us. So I'm gonna wash up real quick and then get ready to head downstairs because the servants' quarters is a few levels below, if I remember correctly.
I'm ready whenever you are, so I'll meet you at the entrance whenever you're ready.
All right.
Sweet. So you're gonna go wash up. Vinbin, are you just gonna head towards the entrance?
Yeah, I'll probably wash up just a bit just to give it the gump and then go to it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, Libby, what did you get? 7?
A 7.
Okay. And then, you got a... And then, Bellator, you got a 4, right? Awesome. Alright, cool. So, you guys wash up for a little bit. Alright, and then you guys can go ahead. They haven't woken up yet. So, did you guys want to leave first, or did you want to wake them up and tell them?
I'm not going to.
I'll write a note and place it on. I'll write, I guess, two separate notes on any paper that I find. Finding food to cook breakfast, Ragnar and Vinbin.
Sure. Mahaver actually kind of sees you guys and he signals that he wants to talk to you by kind of looking at you guys, and he starts walking down toward you.
I approach him as well. Quiet as still because people are sleeping.
Yeah. Good morning. You guys
Good morning.
look as though you are heading someplace.
Yes, yes, sir. We are. I would like to find the larder. I'm gonna make breakfast.
I too would like you to find the larder. Would
Very
be
cool.
nice to
You
have.
hungry?
I am indeed very
I'm gonna
hungry.
find. I'm hoping there's potatoes and some dried cured meats.
Mm.
Eggs as well. I mean, because in reality, you don't need to refrigerate eggs. I
And
don't
eggs
know what's
last a
happening
very
here.
long time, actually.
They
Eggs
do.
eggs last like well past their what the stores put on their expiration date. They last like
Yeah.
6
Fun fact:
weeks.
you can see if your eggs are bad by seeing if they float.
Yeah, yeah.
I do that all the
I
time.
don't
It's
know
great.
why they have that expiration date on them, but maybe it's because they last that long, but they can last like well beyond the expiration date.
Hmm.
Perhaps
Anyways,
it's
It's all right.
because they've already been out for a while before they reach the stores.
that's what I was thinking, but I mean, even still, you know, like even still, I looked it up and they're like, yeah, you can like do it well beyond the expiration date. I think it's more or less just a consumption thing.
Most
So,
foods are like that. The expiration date is so quick before the just because like you don't want to accidentally poison somebody. So
Right.
almost all foods is like well before it's actually bad.
Yeah.
good sir, are you gonna come with us, or are you just gonna tell people that we're heading out?
I could
I mean,
accompany you, absolutely. Though the Tabaxis, Yazid and Musharraf, Prince Yazid, excuse me, um, would be more than happy, I'm sure, to tell the others where we have gone.
very well. Or would you be letting them know? I would not want to impose on the prince, but could you let His Highness know that he will have a very hearty breakfast?
Uh, Most certainly. I will accompany both of you, of course.
Hell yeah.
And so he kind of goes over to the table and he tells.
Can I say something to him? Because
No,
Bellathor,
no, you cannot. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm just joking.
before
Go ahead.
before he goes away, 'cause it's Bellathor, right? That was the message for, right?
Um, no, that was to the Prince Yazid.
The Prince Yazid, sorry. So I'm just
Oh,
I
the
need
one in the
Prince
dream was for
Yazid.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. The one in
So
the one in the dream was what Bellator dreamt. The one that was speaking to you was the Queen.
yeah,
So
as a
the dream
prince.
of the cave, the tower, and the two towers, that was Bellator's dream.
All right. So
Yeah,
I'm
no
trying
worries.
to. I want to talk to the prince about his like mother. So
Most
I just want.
certainly, he's
I
right over there.
okay. So it's him that's awake. Gotcha. Sorry,
Yep.
I got confused.
No worries. Are you
Right
going
now.
over with the Inquisitor?
I'll go through him just to talk to him.
Okay.
It's like,
I'm gonna let Onion out again, I guess, and have her accompany us
Okay.
through the tower, the
Cool.
place.
Where are you, Onion? Why
And
aren't
I
you
want to
in
see.
here?
Can I also attempt on the way to see if I can ride her? See how that goes as far as the training?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because whenever I bond with her, I would like for. I don't know if I made that clear before, but like I want to practice a lot when I try to bond with her, so I can ride her in the future.
Oh yeah. Cool. So before we do that, Mahaver goes over to the table and he's like, Your Highness, we will be leaving to attempt to find some lard in the depths of the palace as our dwarf companion here has offered to make breakfast. Yes, that sounds very good. I would look forward to something cooked in lard. Indeed.
in Prince, I
Larder is
have
just another word for pantry.
Say what?
Larder is just another word for pantry, you know.
Oh, I thought you said lard.
No, the larder.
Oh, okay.
The larder, yeah.
Well,
That's like,
that's what he told the prince, because that's what he thought you said was lard.
Well, fuck. Okay, my bad.
Prince. I have.
I didn't hear the. Yes, what? Come, sit momentarily if you would like to rest your feet, although I believe you just woke up. Either way, whatever makes you comfortable.
God, sounds like me.
I just have a message for you and a kind of want to show you something later, or whenever I've
A
have
message.
to go dinner. I have a message from your mother, who
My
saw
mother
she
is
talked to me last night.
Come again.
Nah, not
You
last night. Not at least.
you speak to the dead.
Yes, I don't know how it works, and it's kind of just been happening this past while. But I do speak to the dead, and your mother had a message for me to give to you.
And what was it that my mother said?
She wanted to say that you will be a great king, and to know this is genuine, she said. To be was how to say that?
Bahadur.
To be Bahadur.
To be like Bahadur. That was my favorite tale as a child. She would tell me often as I drifted off to sleep. I was uncertain of your integrity at first when you first told me, but I cannot deny that only a handful of people would know that my mother would tell me these tales. It brings my heart joy to know that her soul is at ease. Thank you, Whisper.
You're welcome, and I also believe I know where she is, like her body. Hopefully, we can maybe give her a proper burial, because I believe it's
I
the body,
believe that would be appropriate.
which is where I wanted to show you. But I will go make dinner first, and then we can go after breakfast.
Surely. Thank you.
Have a
So,
good one, Prince.
indeed, and safe travels throughout the palace. I believe that you lot have broken the curse on this place after killing the dead. However, we must discuss the city later on, as I have discussed with your companion Ragnar.
I will like to hear it later. Let's first enjoy a good mighty breakfast, and then get to all the politics and such.
He kind of like tilts his head off to the side and nods slowly, and then returns back to just sitting at the table with some shuffled papers. As you go to turn and walk away, across the fountain right here, towards the gate, you see the queen, and she's standing there, and she gives a slight smile as you catch her eyes, and you see her kind of ghostly shape begin to lightly illuminate and then fither away, kind of as if like a bunch of butterflies, and she kind of apparates away.
So as that happens, I would probably stop where I'm at, look at her, and then as she's bowing and smiling, I'd probably give like a small little bow.
You run over there and capture her soul. Okay,
No,
so no,
I'm just
no, I'm just joking. I'm joking, dude. All right, cool. So you bow, and she kind of smiles and nods back at the very last minute when her head kind of dissipates. Like you know that she's at peace now, and she actually passed over because you delivered that message.
noise.
Are we ready to brave the depths of the castle?
Indeed. I'll lead the way, or I mean, I don't know where we're going, but I'll take point.
Awesome. Are you gonna try to ride onion right now?
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
16.
16. All right, cool. So you get on her, and you ride for a little bit, and she kind of like is really moping, kind of like wondering why. She kind of arches her back a little bit more, like, why the fuck are you on me, kind of. But she tolerates it for a little bit. But just
Can
past.
I actively give her like extra like dried meats that I have,
Sure.
stuff that I know she likes, wild? It's like good like behavioral conditioning,
Yeah. Let me.
positive conditioning.
Yeah. Let me. Where the fuck did I just put my dice? Let me roll for it here. Sure. So you give her some meat. She got a 7. then a 17. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you give her some meat, and because I was rolling with advantage, you give her some meat, and she kind of settles down a little bit. She eats and kind of tolerates it a little bit more. While she's actually eating, she's kind of distracted. Her back's not hunched as much. Do you just kind of continue doing this?
Yeah, and honestly, question: am I that heavy? She's a large monstrosity,
No,
and
yeah.
her strength is 20 and +5.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it could be uncomfortable in some way, but I don't think I'd be too heavy for her, would I?
No, you
She
wouldn't.
can carry 600 pounds.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. Nope.
Cool,
We
good.
ran the math.
I didn't want to be because you said she arched her back. I don't
Yeah.
want to make it uncomfortable for her. Okay, that's cool.
Yep. No, she arched her back because she's not used to something riding on her. I mean,
yeah,
so it's
I'm
more.
gonna keep trying.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, no. So as it goes, you are riding on her so long as you are feeding her.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, awesome.
Once we start like heading downstairs and stuff,
Yeah.
I'll get off and we'll let her walk on her own. I don't want to like piss her off too much.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. You're good. So yeah, you get to the stairwell and you kind of hop off and you pat her and you give her some more food and she seems to be very accepting of it.
I want to try and make it a point to do that very often.
Awesome.
Well, maybe once or twice a day.
All right, so everybody kind of heads downstairs, and while you guys are doing that, Livy, you wake up, and Bellator, you wake up. Livy, what are you doing?
Okay, first I'm gonna check on LT, make sure that, seems like she's still resting, sleeping, not stressed, and then I'll go out into the main area to see who's there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you check on Elty. She seems to be healing nicely. She seems to be breathing very good. Once again, her fever isn't there. She does seem to like toss and turn a little bit sometimes, but and her breath quickens. But you imagine that's probably just from the kind of PTSD or recent battle that had just occurred, as kind of everybody was on edge anyways in the night. And then, so after you check on her for a little bit, and then, yep, you go out into the main hall, and you see Volo, or Prince Yazid, and Rakisha, otherwise his cousin Lord Musharraf. Hello! It is good to see you awake. The others went looking for lard. I'm excited.
It's kind of confused, but just nods. Like, do they seem to need help? Is there?
I am not
How
sure.
long ago did they leave?
They probably left, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago or so.
Probably. Should wait here. How is the other monk doing? I just checked on LT. How's our other?
Rakisha checked on her this morning, gave her some water. She is very, very resilient. But she too is not getting up as your friend LT. They both need their rest, most certainly.
And she kind of nods, and then I suppose then once they return, we should talk about the city and how to best clear it.
Most certainly. I have the map of the districts. Tell me, Keruesa, it was, yes?
Yes, Your Highness.
You tossed and turned in your sleep. Are you well rested?
I suppose as well rested as can be for the events of the day past.
Indeed, indeed. I am a potion maker if you ever need help sleeping. They have a potion for that.
They have a potion for that. I like that.
Yep.
I suppose I just need to also last discussed possibly, and she kind of holds up her hands, and her nubs like, should probably figure out a way to be combat ready.
Indeed. It would seem you lost your thumbs. But we will see what we can do for temporary use. Um, if anything at all, I would go through my books and see what I may find.
I appreciate that, Your Highness. Thank you.
Most certainly. Alright. So while you're doing that, after that discussion, Bellator, you woke up.
I'm gonna go check on the monk sleeping in the larger bed.
Okay. You go up and check on her, and while she seems kind of like her eyebrows seem kind of winced as though she's in pain, but it kind of dissipates and it fades back to her sleeping and falling into a deep, heavy sleep.
Can I do a medicine check on her to see if I can tell what kind of lasting damage she received?
Sure.
It's a 16.
16. So, apart from just exactly what you see on the outside, as it's hard because she's an earth genocide, so her skin is a little bit different, a little bit more leathery and stony. Not really used to this kind of texture. You see certain lacerations and marks on her that seem to have scarred over from healing, but you can't really decipher if there's any real internal damage lasting effects as of yet until you speak with her.
All right. While she sleeps, I'm going to use one of the die from my healing light, and I'm gonna heal her.
Okay.
Let me roll for it real quick. It's gonna be 1d6.
Sure.
All right, that's a 6.
Perfect. So you kind of hold your hands over and you kind of inspect her a little bit more. And you seem to kind of look around where the lacerations and stuff are. And you kind of hold your hands above the most vital parts of her organs, just more or less as a failsafe, just in case. And your light kind of emanates from your hands, and you see her kind of take a deep breath. And then she kind of seems as though that she just kind of fell into a kind of utopia state, and she's a little bit at ease, more so than when you found her.
Perfect. I'm gonna go check on the other monk as well.
Okay.
The other one is LT, correct?
Yep.
I'm gonna go head over to where LT is then.
Okay. So you pass by there, you hear them talking a little bit, but you seem pretty dead set. You're gonna go ahead and come down over here to LT.
And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start off with a medicine check.
Sure.
A little worse. That's a 4.
Okay, yeah. So, upon first glance, you know that that she is actually doing better than the other one. She seems to been attended to a little bit more, though your light had kind of brought the other one back up to speed. But LT definitely looks a lot better than when you found the Earth Monk.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with her, and it's another 6 health.
Okay, perfect. So you kind of hold your hands over her chest, and the light kind of emanates, and she gets kind of the same relieved look on her face in her sleep as it happens, and then she kind of rolls over and falls back into her deep sleep.
All right, and then I'm gonna join the others at the table.
Perfect. So at the end of your guys' conversation, you hear them kind of discussing about curing her thumbs. And he's like, yes, I will look through my books and see what I can find.
I have helped ease the pain of the monks, though I don't know what I can do for thumbs myself.
It would be quite a feat to grow thumbs.
I
Though
can't do feet either.
not impossible.
Caruessa, did you sleep well?
As well as can be expected. I think we all had a very rough day.
As we did.
You did well.
And I'm sorry, what was Volo's official name?
Prince Yazid, um,
I was going to say Fazid. I was close.
Abadi
Prince
Abdallah.
I will not remember all of that.
Just call him Prince Yazid.
Prince Yazid, I did have an inquiry for you.
Yes,
If
please.
you have the time.
In this, I'm going to pull out my spell book from behind my back.
Sure.
Um,
In this book are a list of names, creatures that I am able to communicate with across any distance. If you think it would benefit us both, as I do, if you wouldn't mind signing your name in here, I can confer with you in short messages and you will be able to respond as well, and we can keep contact across the globe.
Ah, that is a very useful book indeed. Where did you acquire such a thing? And he kind of holds out his paw, and there's already inkwells and stuff all over the table. There's papers. You guys notice there's like maps and stuff. He holds out his paw, and he kind of starts dipping the inkwell in.
I received the book from my goddess Nike. It is, in fact, my personal spell book, but it has many other uses as well. This is one of the many uses. Communication is key in winning battles, as Nike once taught us, and I feel that communication across great distances can, in fact, help us win.
Indeed, I would agree with you. And you are always welcomed here, child of light, of course. And he kind of takes the book from you and he scribbles his name down. And then he gives the book to Lord Masharif, who also scribbles his name down and then hands it back to you.
Wonderful. I thank you, gentlemen. And
Of course.
do you mind if we try a quick test of this page?
Not at all. I would prefer it, actually.
and I'm going to write,
Can you hear me? It is Bellator in the book.
And then he will respond back to you and he's like, yes, actually, quite amazingly I can.
Wonderful, gentlemen. It seems that this is going to give us the edge in battle as we can communicate
Most
across.
certainly.
Unfortunately, it only works if I correspond first. And if you don't hear from me for a great deal of time, just know that I
You
will
are
respond.
probably dead.
That or
Yes, maybe not.
that is also what I was getting to.
I do not believe a child of the light would die so easily, though.
You would be surprised how fragile even my body is. The human body,
It is
quite
the
fragile itself. And
physical realm, I hear. I hear
It
there
is.
are different rules for different planes, and unfortunately most must become physical on the physical plane here, which makes them weaker.
The neat trick of this is even if we are not in the material plane for one reason or another, there is still a pretty good chance that I can communicate with you.
Perfect. This will help us out in the future, I am sure.
Victory through any means, and battles are not just won with soldiers.
Of course. As it always says in the books, you must win with your mind before you can win with your fist.
I could not agree more, Prince.
Indeed. I am quite excited. Your friend has gone to go get lard. I do believe there is some down in the servants' quarters down by the basement. I have not had anything cooked with lard for some time. And I am
Dwarven cuisine has always confused me, but I am not one to reject a home-cooked meal.
I will be honest with you, I would not normally eat something precisely from lard, but I will not be picky as of this time. All right. Matt and Ragnar and Vinbin. Why don't you guys roll me a D100 and a D10?
I got a 59.
Okay. And Matt, what did you get?
92.
Awesome. You guys both look around. Matt, you do find a little bit of lard in a barrel. However, you also find other things, such as
Well, yeah,
some
I
flour.
will take some lard. Do I find any potatoes?
Yes, I was just getting
Okay,
to
I'm
that.
gonna take some. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, you found some potatoes and you found some apples that were just going to turn probably in the next few days. You did find some eggs. There's actively a chicken in the kitchen wandering around by itself that has decided to coop up by itself. Um, and yes, there are some sausages and so on that are hanging from um, or draped from like some herb hangings and so on and so forth.
Sweet. Is there a place to cook down here, or can I, with my experience, use the fire up there and make do and bring
Yeah,
everything up and stuff?
yeah, you can absolutely take some of the stuff upstairs and build a fire. From what you look when you saw up there, they actually had been building a fire in the first fountain that had the two statues surrounding it right when you guys walked in. It looked like they had been cooking stuff
Cool.
right there.
Can I send a
Good. That's
quick
awesome.
message to Ragnar?
Absolutely, that's your thing. You can absolutely do that anytime you want to. Yeah.
How goes the search?
Found the means for a very hearty breakfast.
You are contacting the wrong person. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead,
Wrong
guys.
number.
Yeah, wrong number. Go ahead, guys.
Have you found any trouble?
Not as of yet. We will be up momentarily with all the fictions.
I will be checking in with you regularly. If you run into any trouble, feel free to just respond with "Ah!"
Okay. Dot dot dot. Winky face, smiley face emoji.
Are you all right,
Because it's
Ragnar?
written. Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
It looked like you
So
were. Mahaver
do I
kind of looks at you sideways, and because for a moment you just walked and you stopped and just stared in the air, like blanked, like
Oh,
like you were peeing or something.
Bellator sends messages telepathically.
And
Bellator was checking in on the situation.
yes, he can
And
use the
I was
spell
communicating back.
message. Absolutely.
I think he's got this book that he writes in, and I
Ah,
respond in my head, and it comes out as writing on his end, and it's
yes.
interesting.
So he's a
Do I
warlock.
find any pots and pans?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or do I already have
there's
pots and
all
pans?
that shit down there. You find cutlery, everything. It's the
Cool.
kitchen. Yeah.
I'm going to. I don't think I actually have that. Can I? I've been looking in the player's handbook for a tools or like a tool set that is cooking shit, like
Yeah,
pots and pans.
I'm pretty sure they have tools. It's not in the
Okay.
DMG.
Um,
I think it's in
not.
Xanthers. I think Xanthers they have that. Falling asleep, tying knots, tool proficiencies. 78. Yeah, 'cause I think that was a thing. There's brewer's supplies, calligrapher, carpenters, cartographers, cobblers, cook's utensils. Right here, page 81 of Xanthers. Or page 80 it starts. It includes a metal pot, knives, forks, stirring spoon, and a ladle. Your knowledge of cooking techniques allows you to assess the social patterns. Medicine, when administering treatment, you can transform medicine that is bitter or sour into pleasing. Survival, when foraging for food, you can make do with ingredients you scavenge so that others would be unable to transform into nourishing meals. And you can prepare meals. As a part of a short rest, you can prepare a tasty meal that helps your companions regain their strength. And you and up to 5 creatures of your choice regain 1 extra hit point per hit die spent during a short rest, provided you have access to your cook's utensils and sufficient food. So yes,
Very cool.
You find cook's utensils down there.
And can I take like all of the non-perishables also?
Absolutely.
I want to take all the sausages. I want to take the chicken. I want to take all the eggs.
Cool.
I want to take the flour. I want to take a nice big chunk of lard because I will be cooking with the lard.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have a bag of holding, so you can just start shoveling shit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool. That's what I want to do, and I'm gonna create a gourmet meal. I'm gonna do that DC 15 thing.
Yeah. Awesome.
But I want to take everything back upstairs before I do this.
Absolutely.
And I'm letting Vinbin know that I'm going to be cooking up the sausages. I'm probably going to kill this chicken. There's already eggs here. I'm going to make some pancakes with the flour.
Would it not be better to keep the chicken, as it keeps reproducing food for us?
I mean, yeah, we'll still take it upstairs so we can have the eggs up there.
Surely, I would love to eat some chicken, but unfortunately, I do know that it produces eggs.
This is true. We do have some sausage, and I gesture to the links that I'm grabbing.
Yes.
I'll definitely be cooking these up. I'll make some fried potatoes, some potato slices that I will be seasoning. I do have some spices from the White Tower still, and I'm gathering up all the spices that I see.
There's some rosemary that's hanging down, right? He grabs like a handful of rosemary and hands it to you.
Very good. Do I find any onions or garlic or anything?
Yep, you find a few kind of moldy onions and some garlic patches, but you know from cooking that you can scrape those off and use the insides of them.
I'm going to clean them up down here.
Okay.
I'm going to take a knife I find. I just don't want to leave all the moldy shit up there. I'm going to take out the nasty stuff and leave the nasty down here and take all the good up there.
Yeah, awesome.
The plot twist is I already killed the chicken. No, I didn't. Right?
Finbin throws a knife. You're mine, fucker. You're mine. All right, awesome. So you guys gather up all this stuff. You gather all your cooking utensils. It's not like Home's, but it'll make do. It's not quite the dwarven chef knives and stuff that you're used to with the dwarven steel, but it's pretty good.
I'm a battle chef too. Like I would cook during times of war when we were out in the bumfuck nowhere with zero supplies and everything.
Right.
So I'm used to making do.
Yep, absolutely. And then you guys, Vinbin, do you want to do anything while you're down here in the kitchen or anything? No? Yes?
Yes.
Did you want to do anything, Vinbin, while you're down here? No?
No, I just help gather the food and carry the food up.
Cool. All right, so you guys gather everything and you go back upstairs. You guys
actually, if I can find any herbs to help me make some poisons, I'll take the herbs.
As far as the rule goes, most of the stuff down here is poison free since it is a kitchen. So there's no herbs or anything laying around that you can find that has any poison or any hidden stashes of poison.
Damn, there's no blowfish?
Yeah, no blowfish down there. So.
What are you looking for, Vinbin?
Nothing special.
All right.
Do we have everything we need? I am very hungry.
I think so.
And looking forward to your cooking, if I might say so.
I am looking forward to cook. It has been far too long since I'm able to create sustenance for those around me.
Indeed. Shall we?
Food is life and happiness.
So
indeed, yes.
With his sword drawn, he kind of leads the way back up. And you guys kind of come back up too. And I think this right now would be a good time to take a bio break.
Yes, indeed.
That sounds fine.
Awesome. I'll get you guys back on the map. and I'll see you guys back here at about 55, 56 after. All right, everybody back?
I am here.
Yeah.
Back.
All right. Matt, you here?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so you guys come up to the door and you kind of knock on it, and Rakisha kind of comes over and unlatches it and lets you guys in. He closes it and latches it again. I am looking forward to breakfast, Master Dwarf. And he kind of walks over to the table. Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Hiya. I'm gonna get started.
All right.
So first thing I'm gonna do is start dicing potatoes.
All right, cool. So you kind
Or
of
slicing.
come over to the edge here. You got kind of a this area's got kind of like a flat stone edge that you can tell that they've been using for putting things up. You got like little pitchers of water and so on and so forth that they get down from the fountain and stuff like that. Vinbin, are you just come over here to the table?
I shall go to table.
All right. Cool. So Ragnar's over there cutting some stuff up and doing some stuff. Mahaver says, should we discuss our plan of attack on the city? And
We should. Is there any possibility a safe hold where the citizens might have held up?
if they went anywhere, I
Is
would
it possible?
believe they would have gone to perhaps the arena or the Colosseum.
Should we
Would
possibly
need,
first focus on?
And
Go
Ragnar,
ahead.
you can hear everything that they're talking about. I mean, you're not that far away. You can hear the discussion.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need we need to get a good look at like over top of the city. We need to take a decent flyover to get a hold on. I mean, we did that, but it's been maybe a day, and we've caused a bit of attention. So there might be more undead heading this way.
Perhaps.
So, or perhaps the undead are gone because. But no, we only took out this guy. I don't think this guy who was creating the undead as a whole. Maybe some here, but not as a whole.
I agree. Mahaver kind of pipes in. We should definitely check. I do not believe, however, that diving into the middle of the city would be where we should start.
Well, we should start small and claim back as much territory to create to kind of box in whatever undead that's left. Kind of barricade the districts as we go to keep the undead isolated.
Rakishaw actually kind of pipes up. Perhaps we should get the map out. Yes, I
that'd
agree.
be nice.
Perhaps we should get the map out. Prince Yazid Volo kind of rustles through some papers, looks around. Mahaver does the same thing and finds it, and then kind of lays it out, and they stand up at the table. And let me see if I can upload this. Right here, I think I might have it.
Those are some funny words you chose to use right there, Your Highness. Upload. What does that mean?
You'd have to go to Strixhaven. You would understand. Let's see here. I think this was it right here. Yep. Uploading now. There we go. So it is in the text chat. So he lays the map down, and he says, you see there is the District 1, which is the Palace District. Then it moves on to 2. This is where the merchants and people of importance, rich folk, will be. District 3 is our military district. This is the Shield District. 4 is, of course, the arena, the Colosseum. 5 is the gem, is what it is called, though most know it as the Northern Slums. District 6 is the center of the gem. 7 is the Southern Slums. This is what closer to the bay. These are the bay slums. And then District 8, of course, is the harbor. You guys all can see the map, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the map.
Okay, cool.
What was number 8? The dock?
It was the harbor, yeah.
I say
Cool.
Let's District 1 is the one out the door. We have to clear that one first, and then go to District 3 to get military might.
I agree. I think the military could have held themselves up well enough that there may likely be survivors in the military zone.
I would agree. I am hoping that there are plenty of survivors left in the city. However, I do not trust a hope.
Well, we still need to secure the districts, so if we do find survivors, that's good. If not, that's expected.
I do
'Cause
believe
we
that
need
we
to
should
close our
clear
hearts to it.
the Palace District. If all goes well, there is the chapel and a few other of the keeps for the lords and ladies. I do believe those will be much easier to clear. Perhaps in a day, a half a day worth of work.
Well, I think once I'm done and once we get fed, we can do that today. I'm raring to go.
After that, do we clear District 3? This will take much more time. He taps on the map. As you can see, this is nearly double, if not triple, of District 1, not including the palace.
Well,
or do we go to District 2?
The
Do you
benefits
think-
of District 3 outweigh the benefits of District 2. Having District 3 gives us the chance for an armory, for new weapons, new armor if need be, possible stores of rations that would last a long time in a battle setting, so
Indeed.
meals that are ready to eat, so to speak, as far as dry food and
Yes.
supplies and whatnot. We could even find health, like medicine kits, if there were any. There are benefits to the military outpost that outweigh the rich people. My apologies to rich people present.
I do agree.
It's hard to rule with a smaller class, though.
Yes.
If you don't have people, it's not really a kingdom anymore, is it?
No, it is not. I could not agree more. However, District 2 would be just as likely to have those things, as those are the ones who run the stores, the merchants, the ones who move things throughout the city. Perhaps they would have high-priced and valued items, whether it be health potions or weapons and armor. However, I do believe that the military district would have more numbers. But perhaps I am wrong.
Well, we could, I guess, if we did go to District 2, we would get a handle on what kind of undead are still within the city.
But if we go to District 2, that puts us directly in the center, nearly the center of the city. We should take District 1 and 3. That way we wall off one side of the city knowing that it's clear.
I agree. I was just trying to note the positives of going to District 2 also, not to just be a one-sided, trying to consider all possibilities of battle.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm in favor of Districts 1 and 3.
All in favor of 1 and 3, raise your hands. So Mahavar...
I raise my hand.
Okay, Mahavar raises his hand.
So does Ragnar.
Ragnar, Vinbin, Mahavar, anybody else?
I'll raise my hand as well.
Okay, that's 4.
If we think that's where we'll find some survivors, I'm for it.
Okay, that's 5. Well,
May I make a suggestion first, however?
surely.
Should we not make sure that the palace itself is clear before moving on to the districts?
We didn't receive any kind of negative reaction. There was nothing on our way up and down, and we traversed at least 4 floors, I believe.
Perhaps I believe that clearing District 1 would include clearing the walls and the guard tower and the gate and the courtyards. I do believe that the majority of the dead within the palace walls itself are dead. However, I cannot speak for the courtyard. I suppose we could look out some windows.
I just feel that it would be a good place to start, as in, we would be able to have a safe house, so to speak, for the survivors that we may find. Um, Checking all rooms is not exactly necessary if we have a small military presence here, but making sure that this is not going to just be a death trap for the survivors is key, so to speak.
Indeed. Yes,
I concur.
let us clear the courtyards, and the walls, and the gate.
Make sure we can hold it up and make it a defensible position.
Very good, yes.
Exactly.
And let us clear District 1 and then District 3, as I too believe this is the best approach. So if we are all in favor, let us eat our breakfast and then continue to, for the rest of the day, even, to take out District 1 to ensure that it is secure.
So, do you want me to roll for my meal?
Yeah, actually. And add proficiency to it, because,
21.
21? Cool. Yeah, so a 21 in these times is like a 30, right? So, because it's a really good, robust cooked meal. Everything is savory, everything is hearty, but it's not bogging you down. It's not like sitting in a brick in their stomachs. It's a very well-energized meal that will keep them light on their feet and energized throughout battle throughout the day. Yeah, so everybody go ahead and take an inspiration die. Take
Very cool.
excuse me, yeah, take a 1d4 for inspiration.
Sweet.
This meal is
wanna-
very good, Ragnar. I am impressed. And he keeps like
I want to
shoving
make sure to
food into
give
his
some to
mouth.
Onion.
Awesome. Yeah.
My food is cooked with my heart and my intentions of good feelings and strength in battle. I cook with my soul, and you are welcome. I'm happy to feed those in need.
This is very good.
It is my pleasure.
So, after you guys all get done eating and kind of sitting back, you guys decide to head down to the first floor of the palace. Let me get this out here. They changed. Let's see here. They changed their setup on this application. See if I can't find it here. There. There we are. Perfect. So, this is not the same one as the one that I have. This must be an older version. Let me see here. Yeah, we will use, it looks like the one that I have uploaded for the original wasn't modified, so we'll use the nighttime one, if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
That is fine.
Unless, maybe I can replace it really quick. Actually, what else? We'll do, yep, burning main, open. Yeah, perfect, we'll just do that. Look at that. We'll have the districts on there, but I'll upload the one without the districts later. So, you guys, Mahabharata is going with you guys. Actually, we will just leave Ragnar as you guys will just be moving through the city, and it will be resembling you guys, unless of course you split.
Can I have Onion out still too, so
Uh-huh.
she can fight with us?
She can be a part of that, yeah. All right, so what you guys are gonna need to do is when you get out into the courtyard, you guys do find some undead out there. I imagine you guys are just going out into the courtyard.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I am.
I am.
All right. Mahaver and
Yes.
all of them are with you guys as well. You guys see a few undead out there. Everybody roll me a D100 and a D10.
93.
93, okay.
I rolled the 1.
A 1?
82.
82, okay, awesome.
74.
Cool. Bad. So, 74. A 1. I roll for Mahaver. Okay. Got 3. Alright, cool. So, this, in your guys' first encounter, you all do relatively well. Vinbin, you take 5 points of damage during this kerfuffle.
I'm sorry,
Cool.
what?
I took damage.
Ah,
All right. So after a couple hours, you guys do clear the courtyard and the gatehouse and the walls. That was quite the battle. Where should we move to next? I am still very spry.
I think we should just spill out and take the next building on and on until we circle around back here.
Do we want to split up in groups or all stay together?
staying
Well,
together is our best bet
Yeah.
for this battle.
Yes, I agree. We should all stick together. All right. So you guys move out here. Come down to the cathedral. Everybody, roll me your D100s. Got 42.
56.
40.
93.
Okay.
33. Super quiet.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm just writing stuff down. All right, Ragnar, what'd you get?
33.
33. Okay. Bellator.
56.
56. Okay. Carwessa.
40.
40. Okay. Bolo got 33 as well. Rakasha. Oof. Got 17. Oof. This battle didn't go very well. 56 was the highest.
Off
No.
my feet is if someone hit.
Jordan
I got
got a
93.
93.
Oh, you got 93, Jordan? Sorry.
I got 93.
Yeah, there we go. 93 was the highest. There you go.
I'll still take credit for getting the highest roll.
No.
But I did not.
So
Yeah, I got the highest roll last time.
yeah. So
Last time I got a 93. This time I got a 33. I
There
think
we
I got
go.
the lowest one.
I'll do it like
I got-
that.
Fattest one.
All right, so you guys go into this cathedral. After you fight a few undead to get there, it didn't really go as planned. A couple of you guys were struggling. You get into the cathedral, though. You did clear it. A few of you took damage. All right. So Ragnar, you took 3 damage.
Cool.
Bellator, you're good. Carawessa, you took 2 damage. The Prince took 3 damage. Rakasha took 5. And the Inquisitor took 3. So everybody got hurt this round, except for Vinbin.
And me.
And Bellator, yep. Alright,
Nice.
where are you guys moving to next?
Oh, I'm raging, right?
Yes. Yes,
So
this is on
sweet. No,
the assumption that you're raging. What I'm just doing this is based off of percentages, however.
well, that's fine. No worries.
So-
I was just, no worries.
I also
We're
wanted to. I wanted to make a point that I'm gonna cast Mage Armor at some point. I know that for this particular style of combat, it doesn't make a difference, but I just want to say I have Mage Armor
Sure.
on as well.
Awesome. Alright, are you guys going across the street, or are you just guys kind of clearing out building to building?
I would say
Probably
go.
building to building, like doing
Let's-
clockwise.
less of a distance to travel, also.
Alright, cool. Everybody roll me your 100s.
38.
75.
69.
Nice, Matt.
Alright,
Indeed.
so I will,
2.
oh jeez. So I will get you guys up here really quick.
Zach,
Yeah.
does a 69 count as a crit when you roll a D100?
Yeah, to your balls.
No.
no, no, it doesn't.
The undead are not known for their oral skills.
No.
Well, I mean, just because it's nice.
You got a nice from me if that helps.
It does. It helps sell my point, in fact. Thank you.
It was a divine nice.
Yeah, is that,
That had to count for something.
let's see here.
I'm excited to use this new hammer.
Mm. Alright, awesome. And then alright, so Vinbin, you got a 38.
Yes.
Ragnar, what'd you get?
69.
Okay. Bellator, what'd you get?
75.
75, good shit. Carawessa, what'd you get?
2.
2. Alright. Bolo's good. You got a 94. Rakasha. You got a 99, so he's good. Inquisitor. Wow, got a 98. Holy shit. He's good. Alright, so Vinbin, you're gonna take another 2 points of damage.
Cool.
Let's see here. Ragnar. You're gonna take 1 point of damage. Kawasa, you're gonna take 5 points of damage. Let's see here. Bellator, you're good. You didn't take any damage. Neither did Rakasha, Volo, or the Inquisitor. But you guys did clear the building. Would you guys like an update on your total against you?
I've only got 4 against me, so.
Yep, you got 4. Yep.
Personally, I'm not too worried about it.
All right. Vinbin, you got 7. Karawessa, you got 7. The Prince has 3 against him. His big cousin has 5, and the Inquisitor has 3. So a couple of minor dings, nothing crazy. All right, roll me for the next one.
80.
98.
25.
92.
All right, 25. Ragnar, what'd you get?
98.
98. And Vinbin, what'd you get?
80.
80. Okay, cool. Alright, so Bellator, Ragnar, Vinbin, you guys don't take any damage. Kaoessa, you take 3 additional damage. Volo takes no damage. Rakasha takes no damage. And the Inquisitor takes 3 more damage. Total of 6. Alright, cool. Alright, so by this time it's been about 4 or 5 hours of you guys going through the city. Would you guys like to take a short rest or do anything?
I am fine to keep going.
Okay,
As am I.
sweet. You guys move the guard tower, roll me percentages.
87.
15.
51.
What'd you get, Vinbin? Ooh. Hey, Vinbin, what'd you get?
Oh, it was a new play. 73.
73. Alright, Vinbin, you're done taking damage. Ragnar, you're good. Bellator, you're gonna take 5 damage. Karawessa, where you at? You're gonna take 1 damage. Volo's not taking any. However, Rakasha is taking another 5. And the Inquisitor is good. Alright, so you guys go in, you clear the guard tower. So at this point, you've completed, taken out the entire southern half of District 1 with one more building to go on your left. Do you guys want to go straight across? Or do you guys want to go to your left and move to these houses over here?
Do you want to do the big section of houses?
Well, we could. There could be a pretty big battle in there. That'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, we could totally take out those houses. I'm down for taking out the houses.
I'm for the houses.
Okay. Cool. Everybody roll me percentages. I'll call on you here in 2 seconds. Okay, so you got 2. Damn, you got a 19.
66.
You got a 35.
Got a 1.
6. Ben, you got a 1. Bellator, what'd you get?
51.
51. Kaoessa, what'd you get?
23.
23.
I wish Lucky worked well for this, but it doesn't.
Now, this is just kind of a generalized of you guys going through the entire area. Alright, cool. So, 1. So... Alright, so Vinbin, take 35 points of damage, leaving you at 42. Ragnar, you're going to take 7 points of damage. Bellator, you also are going to take 7 points of damage. KOS, you're going to take 35 points of damage. Volo is going to take, let's see here. So 14. Rakasha is going to take 35. And the Inquisitor is going to take 14.
How's everyone looking at this point?
I am looking bad.
Yeah. Let me tell you here.
I'm pretty alright.
I am at 15 HP.
Yeah. So
I'm at 83.
Vinbin's got 42 against him. Ragnar's got 14 against him. Bellator, you got 12 against you. Karawesta has 46 against her. Volo has 17 against him. Rakashaw is pretty fucked up with 45. And the Inquisitor is looking a little haggard at 20.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Healing Light to heal Vinbin first.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, Jordan. You said you had 15. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use 4.
Okay.
You're gonna regain 15 HP.
All right.
All right, and then Matt, you said you're doing okay. Volo's cousin, fuck,
Rakasha.
Rakasha. I keep wanting to call him Rakshasa because it's so close.
Yeah, that's actually the reason why he likes that nickname.
I understand. I would also want to be a Rakshasa if I were
Yeah.
Tabaxi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna heal him for 3d6.
Okay, go for it.
And that's gonna be 14. And then Karoessa, how much damage did you say you took?
I'm at 15 HP.
So she has 46 against her.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I'm gonna use 1d6 to start.
Okay.
All right, and that's 5 HP, and then I'm gonna use Healing Hands to heal you for an additional 9.
All right, awesome. So she only has 32 against her?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just so you all know, that's the extent of my healing, so please try not to get yourselves killed.
We also can short rest to get some rest up.
Yes, I suggest. Thank you for that, Bellator. I believe that we should perhaps do a short rest. Just since we cleared this entire section of the District 1 before we move to the north.
If you guys use your hit dice, I'm pretty sure you can add your inspiration to it.
Yep. Yes, you may.
Hit dice are for short rests. Use your hit dice.
All right, and I'm gonna heal for 9 damage.
All right, perfect. So, let's see here, Bellator. You only have 4 against you now.
I should only have 1 against me.
I erased your total But
I was at a total of 54, which is 12 against me, and then where did I get? Hang on,
yeah.
something happened. I had 12 against me, so I should be at 60. Oh no! This is correct. I'm at 63 health. I was reading it incorrectly.
I'm gonna use 2 hit dice if I may, Zach.
Sure, you have 14 against you. So you should.
I'm gonna use 2 of my barbarian d12s.
Okay, yeah. So you should have 1 hit dice pretty much per level.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm only
thank
gonna
you.
use 2 right now.
All right, cool. Do you guys have any questions? Libby, you know how to use hit dice?
Basically, just roll the same amount as like per level, and that's the
Well, it's specific to your
health total?
class.
Yeah.
So your with your class, you get
So
1
1d8.
hit die per level.
Right.
Right. I rolled the 1d8. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I was getting that right. So it's like the d8 since I'm a monk.
Yeah. And you can expend those during short rests to.
I'm gonna use my inspiration,
Okay.
Zach.
Sure.
So that gives me 11 points back. I rolled a 7 and a 2
Perfect.
and another 2.
Okay.
So now I should have only 3 against me.
Sweet. So Vinbin, Karawesi, you guys want to use?
Yes, I used, I believe, 6, and I got up to 49.
Okay, so how many did you heal for? 6?
I used 6 of my hit die to get to 49 because I was at 30, I believe.
Right, but what's the total of your health recovery?
So 19.
So 19. Okay. Because you had 27 against you.
Yes. So I
awesome.
still have
8.
only, 8 against me.
Yep. And Karawesa, did you want to use your hit die? You're at 32 against you.
Yeah, I'm going to use just do the 5 of the hit die, and I got all of them added together, got 26.
Okay. 20.
So I'm gonna add the 26 to it.
Awesome. So yeah, so 26. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 26, right? Yeah, so you only have 6 against you. Nice. All right. Rakashan, and then we'll do that as well. So Vol's got 3 against him. Rakashan's got 7, and the Inquisitor's got 5. All right, awesome. So you guys take a short rest. You cleared out these buildings. Now I'm going to need you guys to roll perception checks.
Perception checks?
Yep.
21.
21. Awesome.
21 also.
Cool.
14.
14. All right. Ragnar, what'd you get?
10.
A 10? Okay, awesome. Yeah, so the other two, if you got the 15 or higher, you guys found 3 survivors.
Fuck yeah, we found 3 survivors, Keaton. Or Bellator, just high fives. Crisp high five.
So you
Are you
guys
kind of a lackadaisical, not quite understanding what a high five is, but I slap his hand anyway.
So you guys find 3 servants throughout the area. None of them are royal. A matter of fact, you've been killing a lot of royals and a lot of guards, and some servants here and there. But yes,
Nice.
Can I say them to be careful and go into the castle grounds?
yeah.
It's safe there.
I believe they should be escorted back. One of us should go and escort them back. Any takers?
I can do it, but
I
am
will
also
take them.
sneaky and squishy.
Okay. Perfect. Well, if we can.
Onion and I will watch over them.
Surely. All right. So you're gonna lead them back?
Yeah.
I would stay like all the way behind him.
Okay. I believe that just one should take them back. We need to, unless of course we're all going to retreat for the day and come back and clear the rest of the 6 houses tomorrow.
I say let's try to finish this district today, then do District 3 tomorrow.
Agreed. I agree. Let us try to push forward and take out these remaining houses. Ragnar, will you be safe going on your own? Stick to the south path, yes?
I will. I'll stick to the houses that we've already cleared.
Indeed. Alright, so... put Carawessa down. Alright, so you guys are moving up here. Ragnar, you're moving down here, right? You're gonna kind of leapfrog it?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Not in the houses, but kind of like behind them and
Right.
like through the bushes that are around the houses.
Right, awesome. Alright, everybody that's up in the house, give me rolls. Ragnar, give me a stealth roll with advantage.
Is 100 or just D20?
Nope. For you guys up in the house, it's the percentage dice. It's the 100 plus the 10.
18.
94.
You got
87.
54.
Alright, 54. Perfect. Let's see here. He got 48. Alright, Vinbin, you're good. Go in there, you do some slaughtering, shoot some arrows, stab some skulls. Ragnar, you're good. You got a stealth check. You do see a few kind of stragglers, but nothing crazy. They don't seem to pay you any mind. Bellator, you're good. You come through and you hit a couple people up with some spears. Carawessa, you're going to take 2 damage. For a total of 8 against you. Volo is going to take a hit. He'll take 1 damage. Rakasha is good. And the Inquisitor will take 2 damage as well. 7. Alright, you guys go ahead and you clear the house. Alright, moving down. You guys going to move over or are you guys going to move down? South?
I vote down.
Okay.
I'll go with you with down.
South.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Okay. Ragnar, you're making it to the next building. You going to go on the top side path or bottom side behind?
I'll take the southern path just to. It may be a little farther, but it's behind and at
Sure.
least it's more hidden.
Sure, yep. Awesome.
Survivors are the priority at this point.
Yeah, alright, go ahead and...
When we're done, I'm gonna send a message to, or when we're done clearing this house, I'm gonna send a message to Ragnar and ask him how he's faring.
Alright, awesome, yeah. So go ahead and roll me the percentages. Oof, Rakasha got a 22.
42.
66.
Nice.
48.
Did you want me to roll stealth
Yep, and roll stealth for me.
with advantage again?
Yes, with advantage since you're on the back path. Ooh.
13.
Got an 18, 5, and a 17. Alright, cool. Roll me percentage. Ragnar? 96.
80.
Awesome. Cool. So you encounter kind of in the back an undead that kind of crawls out from behind one of the little sewers, and you quickly dispatch him. And the other ones were well protected as well. They all got above 80s as well, so it didn't scratch at them or get to them before you killed it. Good stuff.
Sweet.
Right. Let's see here. You guys moving on to the next. So, Vinbin, you're going to take 2 points of damage. You got 10 against you. Bellator, you got 1 against you with a total of, or you got take 1 with the total of 5 against you. Kaoessa, you are going to take 2, the total of 10 against you. Volo is good. Rakasha is going to take 5 against him, and so is the Inquisitor. Alright, cool. Roll me another stealth check. We'll do another percentage die.
33.
33, cool.
15.
72.
Perfect. Bellator?
3.
Oof. Alright. So that one's going to be... Alright, cool. So... 15. These guys are good here. Perfect. Alright, so you do sneak by. There doesn't seem to be anything else out there. Ragnar, you're good on that. Finbin, you're going to take 3 points of damage. Bellator,
333.
Bellator, you're going to take 5 against you. Koessa, you're good. You do not take any damage at all. Alright. Stealth roll, give me some more percentage dice.
18.
Nice.
20.
Okay.
$21.
Okay.
94.
Okay, awesome. So you're gonna take 5 against you. Koessa, you're gonna take 5 against you. Ragnar, you're good. Rakashan, then take a bit of damage. Bellator, you're good. Alright, so you sneak up. Give me another stealth check. Roll some percentages.
Nat 20.
Nice.
73.
Okay.
67.
7.
Jesus. Alright. So you're gonna take 5 damage. Bellator, you're gonna take 1. Vimbin, you're good. Ragnar, you make it over. You successfully get them inside the walls and into the palace.
Sweet. Can I ride Onion to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Give me animal handling.
Can I coax, like, already have meat out?
Yeah,
Like, I want to have some breakfast, like people food for her.
sure.
Like, so, sweet. Does that give me anything?
Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. So I'll give you a +4 for that. So 20. So yeah, you can ride her over there. You got some meat out. She seems happy, kind of used to it. Her back isn't arching as much, and she's really happy to be outside.
And I kind of, because since owlbears are intelligent, I assume she can understand words and like gestures and stuff. So I'm letting her know to run as fast as she wants.
Okay, awesome.
I want her to be able to be comfortable and happy while I am using her as a mount.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want her to feel any kind of negativity from it. It's all copacetic.
Right.
I want to be a good animal handler.
So you get about right up here when you guys get to the next house. And then we'll probably get
Cool.
you right up here by the time they're fighting. So roll me some percentages.
Sweet.
I don't imagine you're being stealthy. You're just riding fast, right?
Yep, I got a 40.
Okay, awesome.
54.
Okay.
31.
88.
Perfect. So you don't take any damage. What'd you get, Bellator?
31.
31. Perfect.
Should I roll for Onion also?
14. We'll just kind of add you guys as a whole.
Cool.
Alright, perfect. And what'd you get, Ragnar?
I got a 40.
Okay.
Should I use just the hit points from the stat block?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
okay.
She's good. Alright, so you catch up to them. You guys fight. You clear this house, this manor, first and second floor. And you go through it. You kill everybody else out. And then you guys got one more house to go. And you guys are looking, pretty good. You guys aren't too haggard, too dead. Alright, roll me a percentage dice. This will be the last one right here.
22.
22. Okay, so you take a bit of damage.
29.
Alright.
10.
Oof.
90.
Awesome. So you got 19 against you, Bellator. Karawasa, you got 23 against you. Ragnar, you got 8. Vimbin, you got 20.
A
Right.
total of 8, so
Yeah.
or just 8 from this.
No, a total of 8.
Cool.
So you guys clear this house. Everybody roll me perception checks when you guys went through clearing these houses.
7.
7,
13.
13, okay,
19.
19, alright,
12.
12, cool. So Keaton, you see 2 survivors. You find 2 survivors. One looks like it might be some sort of scholarly gentleman, and the other looks like they might have been like a ward of some sort, but not like the guard, but like their own personal kind of like sellsword for hire, but not a very good one.
You should come with us. We are going to the palace, and we're trying to get survivors there. There are others there that you can stay with.
So they both agree, and the Inquisitor and the Prince suggest that you guys call it a day. District 1 seems cleared, and you guys should retire back to the palace and eat and sleep and get ready for District 3 on tomorrow.
Can Ragnar take another pass around the district on Onion to do a last patrol for undead?
Sure, absolutely. Are you guys just gonna head straight to the palace while Ragnar does this?
Yes.
I will join Ragnar to look through houses, then head back. to the-
I don't expect you to keep up. I'll be on Onion, and we'll be riding. It's not like we'll be going super fast, but we'll be going faster than normal feet speed, I think.
I can still check the other houses and go the other way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go and we'll do some sniffing for undead, and
Awesome.
it'll be a nice time.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we'll put Vinvin out here. Alright, so while you guys are moving over this way, Vinvin, you can get here. Ragnar, you're pretty much in the center. Give me perception checks for Vinvin and Ragnar.
That is a 9.
16.
Okay. As far as you guys can tell, you don't see any undead in these areas. However, Ragnar, you do see a child peering out from behind some wheelbarrows.
I kind of pull on Onion's mane a little bit to get her to slow down. Because I want to have established a way to slow her down and speed her up and stuff. So I do that to slow her down, and I jump off.
Alright, give me an animal handling check when you do that.
Ooh, 18.
18? Awesome, yeah. So you pull on her mane a little bit, and she kind of looks up back at you like, what do you want? She kind of stops to a trot.
And I kind of pull a little bit to the left to come around, and I gesture to the child, and I hope that she notices and understands that we got to go over there so I can help the child.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm gonna pull out a treat so I can, like a piece of cured meat,
Okay.
like direction with incentive.
All right. Give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Well, dexterity. Sorry. What was the first roll you wanted?
Was persuasion?
First roll was a 16. So now let me roll dexterity.
Yep.
That is 5.
A 5? Cool. Onion got a 4. She snaps at the meat when you go to hold your hand out, but she misses. The persuasion check, the little child seems uneasy. Kind of like ducks down a little bit more, but isn't quite convinced.
I'm gonna get down off Onion, and I'm gonna walk up gingerly and say, "Hi, I'm Ragnar. This is Onion. She's my pet. She's nice. Are you scared? I can help you."
All right, roll me one more persuasion check. Oh. It doesn't. What'd you get?
18.
Awesome. Well, the kid got a 1. So, yeah, so the kid kind of pops out, sees the meat that you have, and, she says, "Hi." And she kind of reaches out for the meat.
The meat was for Onion. I'm sorry. I thought that's what that was for.
No, the kid legit thought that you were holding out some food for her.
Oh, well, that's good then. That works. Because food, if it's been a while, they could need food. Hungry kid. Okay.
Yeah. So did you feed the meat to Onion already?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went with what you were saying. I kind of I went with it because I didn't want you to have to stop. Right. It was nice.
Okay. Cool. So the kid comes out and takes the meat and starts eating it kind of vigorously. By this time, Vin Bin catches up to you. And the kid agrees to go with you guys.
I place the kid on Onion and we walk. Or, because I don't know if it'll be too heavy with me and the kid on Onion.
Well, Onion's pretty beastie, so.
So, I'm gonna ask the kid, do you want to ride with me on Onion?
The kid,
my big old owlbear?
Yeah, the kid kind of agrees, just munching away on the smoked meats and stuff, the cured meats.
All right. Well, I'm gonna boost him on up there and hop up on myself, and
cool.
We're gonna go try. I'm not gonna go too fast.
Okay.
Can I see that? Can I hope that Onion recognizes a child?
Yeah,
like a young thing as an instinct,
Yeah, it's not so much that she recognizes it as that she is just kind of trotting along, just to trot. It's you're not really convincing her otherwise to do anything else. Is more or less what it is.
Sweet.
All right. So Carawessa and Bellator, you guys get to the castle gates. You get the survivors safely inside, this ward and this scholarly-looking gentleman. Anything you guys are doing in particular once you get them in there?
I'm just gonna try to go around, help do normal sheltering things like checking for open wounds and seeing if there's any bandages that I can apply, even if it's just cloth.
Perfect. Yeah, you do notice that some of the people you have saved that have kind of gathered in the main hall or offset of the main hall leaning against the walls do need some medical treatment.
All right, I'll ask. Does anyone have any medical experience that can help others?
They all just kind of stare back and forth at each other. Nobody really pipes up.
I'll do it myself. If you have open gashes, wounds actively bleeding, please line up first for treatment.
And so, like, one guy comes kind of hobbling over and raises his hand a little bit, and you notice that his leg has a huge gash in it.
I'm going to take out a nice chunk of cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna quickly send a message to the prince.
Okay.
Do you have any alcohol stored in the palace? And if so, where?
Ah, most certainly. We have plenty of alcohol up here, as well as some reagents and solvents. Uh, anything you need.
If you've got strong alcohol, I could use it down here to treat the wounded.
Yes, I will send Rakisha. And
Thank you.
after a few moments, um, quite quickly actually, probably within about 4 minutes or so, Rakisha comes barreling down with a vial of alcohol and some bandages, and actually a few healing herbs that if you apply them with some water and a bit of alcohol and then bandage them up, they will expedient the heals.
All right, so I'll do that for this guy with the giant gash. I'll
Cool.
use some of the herbs to kind of pack the wound a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll
Give me a
while I'm doing
medicine
this,
check.
perfect. While I'm doing this, I'm going to soak the bandage in some alcohol, and that
Awesome.
is a natural 20.
Nice. Yeah. So you use the right amount of herbs. You use the right amount of everything, knowing that supplies might be in short. You don't spill any alcohol, you don't overuse any bandages, and you definitely don't pack on the herbs that's unnecessary. Yeah, you get it right, and you kind of tie it off, and the gentleman thanks you and hobbles over and sits down.
All right, and then I'm just going to continue doing this for whoever needs medical attention.
Sure, just go ahead and give me a general medicine check. Kawesa, you doing anything?
19.
Nice.
I'm going to start finding rooms. Finding rooms just where the people can set up and doing like the basic kind of like tending to getting people put away, like, and maybe going to like make just full gruel. I'm no Ragnar, so
Right, right. Okay, cool. So you kind of go to like the mess hall and stuff like that, or like, and start setting up beds and stuff in there, like the closest possible area.
yeah, just setting up basically where the people, so the survivors can kind of like crash and make tend to
Okay.
if they need food or anything.
Yeah. So you start setting them up in the feast hall. You start turning like tables and the beds, rearranging stuff like that, for folks to lay down, gathering any sort of cloth that you might um, immediately, just to get something going right then and there. And then you start leading people back to these areas before you're actually going to try to prep and look upstairs for actual rooms that they can stay in. Make sure that you're going to clear the dead out later and stuff like that. With a 19 medicine check, Bellator, you go from person to person asking them their ailments. Some of them are sick, some of them are just hungry, some of them have minor cuts and bruises, while others have broken bones that you tend to. Overall, you get them all rallied up, and you also lead them into the feast hall to get them settled before you guys have a chance to go up to the palace halls and start clearing out the dead if need be and getting rooms ready.
Perfect.
All right, Vinbin and Ragnar, you guys are at a trot. Yes? Anything in particular you guys are doing in this set of houses before you move on?
I guess I'll keep an eye out for any other survivors, as seeing as how I found one, I may be inclined to be more attentive for others.
Okay, cool. Vinbin, what are you doing?
I'd probably do the same, but I'd also keep an eye out for any like little stuffed animal to give to the little girl to have something.
Okay, give me a perception check before you leave these houses over here.
23.
Okay, you needed a 22. You do find not like a stuffed animal per se, but you do find some wooden toys um, that you believe that a child her age would play with.
I take him and put it in my bag, and then I'll give it to her when we get somewhere safe.
Okay, cool. Alright, give me another perception check. Both you guys.
15.
15.
I rolled the 1, but I'm using lucky to reroll it.
Okay.
It is a 15.
Okay. So you guys don't really see anything. No dead, no survivors. It seems pretty drab. You guys are trotting along the sandstone kind of pathway where you had just cleared. You do notice that there are dead bodies everywhere. You're a little bit weary of some of them, so as you trot by, you kind of keep your eye on them. But most of them have their heads crushed or they're decapitated as you made sure to finish them off completely. Vinbin, you have your bow at the ready and an arrow knocked. As you pass certain dead bodies, you kind of tilt in their direction, ready to pull string and shoot them with a quickness. But you guys do make it to the palace. Entering the palace, you guys see what Caruessa and Bellator had been doing previously, leading the ill or the maimed into the feast hall. Rakashaw's down there. By the time you guys get there, they have basically everybody moved into the primary feast hall. And the little girl gets off and smiles at you two and then runs to follow the others. And that's where we'll end it.
Super cool. Nobody died this time.
Sweet. We're
making progress.
I also think instead of you guys doing house to house, I totally forgot. What I was just going to do is have you guys roll a percentage die for the entire district. And then a perception check. I didn't read my notes. I
want combat.
I thought I remembered it. You may or may not get combat. We'll see. For this kind of purpose, if you guys would like, we can run some combat and then do a percentage die. But to do combat of this scale, like I think for one district would take probably like 2 sessions of just nothing but combat. You know.
Can we do it where like instead of doing the entire district, have sections of like the one district to do?
Yeah, we could do that. Like
at least one opportunity for combat.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I got a new weapon and everything.
Right. What I'm trying to work out here is how... Because if we just do the district combat, I would just be throwing waves and waves and waves of guys at you. So what I think we can do is for each district, we can do a combat, and that will be kind of the ruling of how the entirety of the thing goes. That way you guys can actually use your abilities and your skills that, you created your character to do. And I think I feel like that would be a lot better than doing the percentage die per house. Because I was trying to figure it out in my head. How are we going to get through this entire city? You know what I'm saying? And I could just throw drones of people at you. But I think for each district, what I'll do is based off of how big it is, now that I think about it, will be how difficult the enemies you guys face. You guys might not face like 50, but you guys will face harder enemies for bigger districts that would compensate for the district size itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think...
Whatever works, man.
Because I didn't like this. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the percentage thing right like this, because I was like, I'm like, it takes away from you guys, but I stuck with it, because I didn't have anything else prepared as far as battle-wise. I guess I could have scratched something up really quick, but I think next time, I tested it out, I didn't like it. I don't think you guys liked it very much, so I don't think I'll be doing that again.
Cool. But I was thinking like one kind of boss fight, like the deciding fight for the district.
Maybe.
Or whatever.
It depends on the district you go to. I already have something like that. Yeah.
So then, when are we playing next?
If you guys wanted to, I think what we had was you guys were going to get back to me on the 26th. That is Christmas weekend, so if you guys wanted to, we could skip that and do the 2nd.
I say let's do the 2nd, just because people can enjoy the holidays with their family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might work a little bit better.
What? I missed that, sorry.
Working on, playing on the 2nd should be a little bit better. just because holidays are pretty busy for everybody, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be busy. I could still squeak D&D, but I feel like I'd rather not have the stress of...
Yeah, the second should work just fine. That's when my classes open up, so I can look at stuff. But my classes don't start until Wednesday, so I should be good.
Perfect. Hell yeah. Everybody in agreement for the second?
Yes.
Yep.
Second works.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do the percentage. I thought that would probably be the quickest way, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I'll do the district, and based off of how big the district is versus like whatever, I think I'll just put you guys up against the kind of the equal opponent or level of hardness that it might be, just for you guys to clear out the entire district. So you guys are probably gonna know that District 3 and District 5, 6, and 7 are probably gonna be the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, are we taking a long rest now?
Yes, once at the palace, this is your
Sweet.
guys' safe haven. You're taking a long rest.
Cool. I'm gonna cook breakfast tomorrow too.
Awesome.
Same with what I have. I made sure to leave some for days. I'm assuming there's enough for a while. At
Right.
least a foreseeable.
And
few
after
days.
you guys clear a district, you guys can also spend that one day salvaging, right? So you guys can find items. You guys can do all this stuff. I'd like
Can
to.
we do that?
Yeah, if you guys want to do that next time, you can absolutely do that. And if you guys feel like you want to do the other half of the session trying to clear out the other district, you can do that as well. But this is how you guys are going to start helping rebuild this area and clearing it out and getting supplies and building up and so on and so forth.
Sounds dope. And can I either when I come back or whenever take the prince to the secret passage to hopefully get his mother's burials?
I believe that KOS actually dragged his mother's body all the way up into the throne room.
Oh, okay. I can't remember.
I remember she was tied to my back.
Yep.
I can't remember. It's been way too long.
Caroessa used the prince's mom as a meat shield.
She did, which I didn't even think about, which was fucking awesome. Or she could have, but
And look, all I'm saying is, like, when a royal dies, you need proof that they're dead.
that's true. That's very true.
And it said they make better meat shields.
Yep.
I mean, it's all the fine eating.
All right, guys.
All the fancy clothes.
We're gonna head out. Yeah, it was a good role playing session, I would say.
Yeah, which I think we
a lot of
needed.
good role
I think
playing.
we needed after the last several sessions of just
Of
heavy.
fucking fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my dilemma with the whole district thing too, and I was trying to make it different. But I think we're just gonna stick to combat from now on. We tried it. We're gonna move on from it.
No worries. All right.
All right,
I will
guys.
see you guys.
We'll see you on the second.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas,
happy
you guys.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
Mayor Chrysler.